I gotta ask, where did the friction with you and Dame come from? How did that happen?
I don't know. It's a nigga Dame, like...
Because he was a manager or partner with you at one time, right?
Dame did a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? Like today's going to be my last day Dame dashing.
Us too. Us too.
Yeah, because it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, I feel like I got set up. It felt like Dame had all these problems with me and never said it and was looking like a reason to say it. I was in a terrible deal at Epic Records. I grew up with Dame, and Rockefeller was up, and he helped me get out that deal. And then I actually signed me to Rockefeller, that helped me get my group on Rockefeller. Put out a platinum album. The Diplomats was born. It was great, and he did a lot for me. So I always attribute that. Not only I knew niggas since I was like 10, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? And when Rockefeller fell apart, he's still my man. He's my man last year. You know what I'm saying? He's been my man this whole time. But to me, it's like a setup, because no matter what, so publicly I've been giving this man props for 25 years. Mm-hmm. And it hasn't been a smooth 25 years, but that's always been my friend. I've never ran to the internet and talked about you, whether we was having good time, bad time, whatever. What I do over the years is take breaks from you. When I say that, it's like, I didn't call him Dame for a minute. I'll call him next year, this, that, and the third. And when he started talking about me on different podcasts, I'm like, bro, what is the fuck is this about? But he was saying, Cam is not a man. He ain't calling me this time. Yo, bro, everybody's not built for your personality. I am. I just know how to take breaks from you from time to time, because I know your personality. Now I want to deal with it right now. But for him to go to the internet and start talking about me, it was like, really? That's what the fuck we doing? And when I seen that, I was like, this is crazy. He kept doing different interviews. Yo, Cam this, Cam that, Cam this. And I'm like, and then he talked about, the last thing was, he said I didn't promote nothing we were supposed to go partners on with Honor Up, the movie, and we did an album with A-Track, and he said I didn't promote it. And I finally gave feedback on why I didn't promote it. I'm like, I didn't want to be in it. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but this how it happened. From there, avalanche. He just went crazy. Started going crazy. Cam this, Cam that, Cam this. To even point where it's like, bro, now you stretching the truth. You lying about a few things. You start getting personal and start taking mad personal shit. And I'm like, we know too much about each other to be doing personal shit, because this shit could get nasty, because I know a lot about you, you know a lot about me, and I'm mad funny. Like, I don't want to ragdoll nigga, my man, on the internet, especially like, that's I'm not talking about, but who the fuck is you around to come out with a patch and teeth? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never let you do that, because you my man. I texted him, I'm like, yo, bro, whoever you around, you not around no real niggas, because they would not let you come on the camera like that. And that's kind of how it started when I dishonored her, and the shit just got personal. And it was to the point where I'm like, yo, listen, man, this could get nasty. And I spoke to Daniel. I know Daniel was up here with him. Daniel cool with me too. And so he kind of mediated it, and he was like, yo, this shit is not a good look for Harlem, yada, 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 yada. And I was like, cool. I said, listen, it was a Thursday. He said, look, I said, listen, I got something coming out tomorrow. It's already done. If you tell him, listen, this is coming out tomorrow, but I won't say nothing else about him on the internet. Cool. He says, cool. He said, cool. He's still talking about me on the internet yesterday.
Right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Cam Capone's on part 15, 17 right now.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, bro, I thought we wasn't going to talk about each other. Cool, that ain't no problem. But to me, to be honest with you, I was tapped out when the nigga issued a $300 million lawsuit. And then he tells Daniel to tell me, yo, tell Cam to give me $1 million and we may let it all go away. And I'm like, you trying to quiet extort me? Like, what are you talking about? Send you $1 million off the $300 million. I said, let's go to court.
It's not a real lawsuit. It was ChatGPT.
I know that.
It's signed from the Dash Group. We got one of those too.
Yeah, no, but
it wasn't a lawsuit. The
fact that a nigga even that's supposed to be my man even do some shit like that, like, yo, for $1 million, they'll go away. Nigga, I'm not sending you $1 million.
Well, I'm glad he didn't take your show off Revolt because he could. Like,
he was your boss.
Yeah, he was your boss. He didn't take your show off Revolt.
That's the point. Like the shit that nigga be talking about to me, this like. To me, it's semi-disappointing because I looked up to him, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just to a point where I don't wish him wealth, health, and success, but I can't no more because, like you said, in the Cam Capone and all that shit, you at a point where you said as long as your name stay in the algorithm, even if it takes beefing with your man to be in the algorithm, that's where you at in life. And I'm like, I see why niggas be curving. You got to think about this, not just artists. If you sit there and think about the artists that he helped and put on, it's phenomenal. You sit there and think about Kevin Hart or Jay-Z or Kanye or myself or whoever, and nobody fuck with you. Is it the artist or is it you? You know what I'm saying? Not only that, your day one niggas don't fuck with you. Daniel, I'm not saying Daniel ain't his man, but like Rel Mac, all the niggas bigs, it's like niggas from your hood don't fuck with you. So I don't mean this in a bad way because I know you're going to take this and this will be last another 3-4 months for him. You know, he'll take a spin at this, can't da-da-da. And then I be seeing like, to me, bro, you try to defame my character to where it's like, for what, my nigga? Cam's a civilian. All right, Dame, whatever, I'm a civilian. We tried to give you $1 million last year when you was in the news for owing $800,000. Mason Dame don't even got a good relationship. They don't even fuck with each other, but Mace felt bad. I mean, he's like, Cam, you want to spend $500,000 just so this nigga don't got no debt? I'm like, I don't know. I'll do it, but I don't really know if we gonna make our money back. But for the sake of Dame, yeah, I'll do it. And then when the shit didn't go through, we suckers because you want to wait on YoungBoy NBA or Drake or whatever other deal you had. We try to give you $1 million just to clear your debt up, and you basically gambled yourself out waiting on more money.
I just got two questions.
What did you call his son to do? Remember he was saying that you called his son.
So basically, y'all probably be lost with all this shit that he be on. Yeah. So he brought it up here. He brought it up a couple times when he's up here. He's like, Cam is running around with this nigga named Larry. And y'all probably don't even know.
I have no idea who Larry is.
Yeah, exactly. So do you even remember him saying it?
I do remember he bringing up Larry.
He kept bringing up Larry. He kept bringing up Larry. So let me give you a backstory on Larry. Larry had a grow in Vegas where he was meeting a bunch of rappers and everything, paying everybody to promote his grow in Vegas. Dame met Nori, Nori introduced Dame to Larry. Like Nori knew Larry first. And he introduced Dame. Larry was paying Dame $5,000 a month to promote his weed. Dame ain't Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa to be like, but he's still giving the nigga the bread like, I hear. Supposed to give him 3% of the company. I don't really know about that part or whatever. But anyway, not only that, Larry's paying you to promote his weed. Larry lives in Vegas. Not only that, your son lived with Larry as a grown man. So Boogie, his son, lived with Larry for 2.5 years because he wasn't fucking with Dame. You know what I'm saying? Or they didn't have a good relationship. I don't want to say he wasn't fucking with him. They didn't have a great relationship.
Right.
He's sitting there as like, can't be with Larry now, can't be with Larry now. Larry puts up $50,000 for a movie. Dame put up $50,000 or supposed to put $50,000 for a movie. And another nigga put up $50,000 for a movie. The movie's supposed to be $150,000. Dame tells Larry, when this lady calls, allocate the money to her. So she may want $12,000 now, $6,000 now, $7,000 now, whatever. When it gets to the $50,000, he calls Dame and says, yo, I gave the lady the $50,000. Dame goes off of, you dumbass nigga, you a Vegas Bama, da-da-da-da. Started calling this nigga a bunch of names, talking about, I didn't tell you to give, niggas crazy. Yeah, I didn't tell you to give her $50,000. He's like, I don't know this lady, how'd I get a number, yada, 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 yada. Larry hangs up on him. He calls me, he said, Cam, I've been dealing with Dame. I deal with his insults. Say, this the last straw. Been paying this man to promote the weed. I gave him $50,000 for a movie, etc. I just can't. I'm tapped out. Dame calls me after. We not fucking with Larry. I said, why not? He said he hung up on me. That's not what real men do. Real men don't real men don't hang up on niggas. Like that. How many times me and you argue? You never hung the phone up on me. This and that. I say, damn, nigga, I know you. Everybody's not built for your verbal assassination or whatever the fuck you want to call your verbal assault. Everybody can't take that. You know what I'm saying?
Verbal fair one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, one-on-one.
You did a good job.
One-on-one.
So he's going crazy on me hanging out with Larry because I feel Larry didn't do nothing wrong. That man let your son live with him. He was paying you to do weed. He put up $50,000 for a movie. And because he hung up on you because you started insulting him about $50,000 where he allocated it to where you want to be allocated it to, he's a Vegas Bama. I can't jack that, bro. I'm not, he's a good nigga. He's a nigga I stay in Vegas now. Before we was coming, big time gambler. We didn't have to pay for no hotels, comps at every hotel. I take my my Sprinter. We didn't have to pay for shit when we went to Vegas. And because he hung up on him, now he's not a real man, but he's trying to spin a narrative. Remember I was telling you it's 3 people doing the movie. The third person is suing Dame for the movie. Cam is hanging out with a nigga who's suing me. I don't know this nigga who's suing you. I know like Larry's not suing you. He's just taking the L on the 50,000. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, I'll take the L. But Dame going around, Cam running around with a nigga who's suing me. I'm not running around with a nigga suing you. Larry's not even suing you, but that's the narrative that he's pushing. So when he's talking about me doing something with his son called, so Larry's a producer on Talk with Flea on my show. Boogie, Dame's son, called Larry asking for money. Recently, asking for money. So Larry like, yo, you want to get Boogie on the show? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, we gonna give him 5,000. I said, all right, cool. You interviewing him, you and Sync interview him, I don't give a fuck. I text Boogie for the producer for our writers. What do you want to talk about on the show? He says his music and his movies. I have the text message. I said, cool, I give it to the writers. 2 days later, Kim trying to do shit with my son. That nigga's foul, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. How you gonna reach out to my son? Your son reached out to Larry and said he was fucked up. Larry asked the nigga, do he want to come on the show? He said, yeah. He took the deposit. He ain't sending the deposit back. But now you spending it again to where you fucking with my family. Da-da-da, yo, my nigga. Nobody called your son. Your son called Larry. Larry asked him if he wanted to come on the show. And that's the name Larry that y'all keep hearing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's just basically...
What's up, Larry?
I think Larry's a super cool nigga.
What up, Larry?
Yeah,
What's up, Larry?
yeah. So now y'all know the backstory.
daddy name is Larry.
And the thing is
Shout
for me, right? And the thing is for me, the last thing I will say about this situation with Larry, anyway, is concerned. Larry's wife. My mom died of cancer 2.5 years ago. I watched her die. Thank you. I appreciate it. I watched her die for a month. She was good. January 8th, went to the hospital. January 9th, said, yo, your mom got about a month and a half to live.
Jesus.
So she died. He's on this show talking about, yo, Larry need to just be worrying about his wife. Larry's wife died 4 days after Dame was on the show.
Man.
I was watching his wife die with the nigga. She was at hospice. She was at hospice at the, and she didn't want to die in the hospital. She went home, and so with hospice, so she could die home. So Dame is on the show like, yeah, this nigga Larry don't need to worry. He just need to worry about his wife. This is a nice guy. This nigga ain't into all the shit I'm into. I'm with all this dumb shit. This is a cool nigga, you know what I'm saying? You up there telling this man wife, I'm literally watching her die every day. So I'm like, yo, bro, you really don't got no boundaries. You this mad at Larry for what, nigga? That nigga watched your son for 2 years and made sure that nigga got a roof over his head. And now you mad because he's not in a lawsuit. He paid you $5,000 a month. And then you put his business out there. Who the fuck said that the nigga want his business out there about his dying wife?
That's why OG Dan told him chill out.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Because you know why? Daniel's wife died from cancer. He watched his wife die on a deathbed from cancer. So he kind of get it. But at the end of the day, fuck is you talking about? Yo, you need to go watch your wife. And you don't understand what that scenario is about. And that's why I'm like, I wish you the best, my nigga, but you don't really care because she died 4 or 5 days after the interview.
Condolences, that's horrible.
Yeah, so that's just a backstory on Larry.
There's only 2 questions I had about the Dame situation. I wasn't even going to bring it up.
I don't give a fuck. Because, like I said, it's done for me today. You can fight by yourself. I'm not fighting with you.
When you talk about him bringing up family, I didn't understand why he brought up you having a stripper pole in a house your mother was in, but he was in there partying, having a good time. Did he tell you that he had a problem with that back then?
No, first of all, it was a 2-family home. My mother wasn't on the side with the stripper. Just to give some context to what's going on, I bought my mom a house when I first got on. She never wanted to move in the house. She's Harlem. You get what I'm saying? So that wasn't my primary house. I had a few houses, still do. And she had a stroke. And she was like, she's not moving to Jersey no matter what. I'm like, Mom, you can't run around Harlem like this.
Yeah.
So,
But that's a New York thing. Most New York parents, my parents
Don't
never
leave
lived in
New York,
Queens.
yeah.
right.
Never.
Right. So example is basically when she never moved into the house, it's a 2-family home. I built my studio in there. I had a strip club in there, all that. So I'm like, Mom, the house is still there. I'm going to put you on the other side of the house. It's a separate address. It's not even the same address. So my mom is hood. And she didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But you're acting like I had her in the bedroom next to a stripper pole. It's a fucking another house around the corner. But no, he didn't have a problem with it. He loved it. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. He's trying to defame my character. For what reason? I have no reason why.
I saw people reacting to that in the comments, like talking about just how low that was, regardless of what he was trying to do. Because I think everybody knows how you were about your mom and what you went through.
Right,
You know what I mean?
absolutely. Well, you know what it is that, and people might not have seen that part because I ain't posted. And he still shouldn't have said it, but he felt the way because when he said that shit about Larry's wife, I was on his comments talking about he ain't one of his kids that he found out. Like he had, not Boogie, he found out he had another kid and he took like 8 paternity tests. Trying not to find one to make it not be it, so he got
You Harlem niggas don't play fair. God damn.
Oh, no, that's what I told you.
Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna be honest
Was the
about
kid
it.
his?
Yeah, but and he was mad about it. So
Damn.
I was putting all that in the comments, and that's when he did the
went to
shit
that-
about.
that
Yeah.
point.
So I like I said, it was low. I was low, but that was low what he did. But I get why he did it. You know what I'm saying? Because I would start spilling a lot of business. That's why I said shit could get messy. Shit about his girl, I was in the comments.
We see.
I was all in there like, bro, I know too much. I don't really want to do it. It's more shit now I just won't say. You know what I'm saying? So
Another thing we seen
that's
that
the
went
reason
viral was the Big L thing.
yeah. Like, bro, Big L didn't even like you, my nigga. Big L's from my block, right? And Big L brother, he had a couple brothers, but his brother, Big Lee, kind of ran my block, him and somebody else, a couple other people. And they hated Dame. They hated Dame to the point where when Big Lee came home, that's Big L brother, he ran down on Dame in menacing, like, yo, you owe me a favor. And Dame, I asked Dame, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do the favor for him. I'm like, yo, this is polite extortion, I wouldn't do the favor. He ended up dying, Big L's brother, Big Lee. But he did not fuck with you, and to the point where you're even lying that me, you, and Big L was in a car somewhere. It's stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Why does he lie so much? I
didn't know. And you know what I'm saying? It's to the point where it's like, bro, when that nigga said, whatever I need to do to stay in the algorithm,
You just knew it was over from there.
yeah, like my man sent me a clip to where it's like, yo, you know, not saying me and Jim don't have the best relationship now, and I wish him the best as well, but it's to the point where he's like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Jim wore pink first. Yo, you said that 3 days ago or 2 days ago. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything me and you got going on, bro? This is what I'm trying to say. He's trying to throw me under the bus as much as he can to the point where you'll say and do anything what I'm taking from it, and I'm just not with it no more.
Another thing I didn't understand, when he said you went on the radio to announce you was VP of Rockefeller, he said you did that on purpose. He thinks you did that on purpose because you knew it would cause problems at the label. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I remember you being on the air and you was on the phone. I thought you was on the phone with Dame and you said Dame gave us the green light. And
To
you
announce it,
announced
yeah. Mhm.
That's what I remember.
I don't remember exactly how it happened. I ain't gonna say and lie to you, but you ain't have a problem with it all these years.
Word.
Now all of a sudden you got a problem with it. Like, my nigga, I understand that it may have caused friction later, but why the fuck would I want to damage some shit that's going good? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was probably the height of my music career at that particular time. Why the fuck would I want to damage that? Like I'm saying, all the shit that he's saying now, it sounds like he has shit building up and now he's throwing lies mixed in with it. But
You didn't make that up though. Somebody told you that you was gonna be.
no, he actually told me that. What he's trying to say is that I jumped the gun and said it publicly when I shouldn't have said it publicly. That's what he's trying to say. But there's no way in the world you didn't tell me that. And what happened was I went to my lawyer to try and negotiate the deal, And I don't remember, I think I wanted 750,000. They was like, no, we was just gonna make you the president. And I'm like, nah, fuck it. And then when Jay-Z must have came back from vacation, according to Bleak, because I shot to Bleak, I did Bleak's show.
Rock solid.
Yeah, and he was just basically like, Jay ain't like that shit. So that's kind of how that went. But no, it's no way I was making that up. That's exactly what you told me. You told me you wanted to make me and Beans vice president, president, whichever way it went. I tried to negotiate the deal. The money wasn't right. And obviously Jay-Z didn't approve it.
But how can he call you out on that and then come up here and say he the chairman of Revolt and nobody even told him
That's crazy.
that he was the chairman of He just
know.
made that up.
I'm just so glad he didn't take Cam's show off. That's
Yeah,
I was
Carmel
mad.
Revolt had to be crazy after that because they probably trying to figure out what's going on.
So this is what happened actually. When all this shit was going on, and this is dead serious too, before it happened, Revolt hit me and was like, do you mind if we work with Dame? And I'm like, because all the shit was going on. And I'm like, I don't really care. Like, there's like, it wouldn't be till 2026 because, programming wise, the slots are filled. So I have 2 shows that I can put out starting this month that I want to put out. When Daniel called me, I said, yo, no, not Daniel, I put it on Instagram. I told Daniel about it, but I put it on Instagram. I had 2 slots left. I said, Revolt might want to work with you, but it ain't going to be till next year. But if you want the opportunity you gave me, I'll give to you. Mm-hmm. When I don't need to get off Epic Records, you gave me a chance to do music and you executive producer albums. I said, let me give you the same opportunity and let me executive produce your TV shows. You ain't got to wait till next year. And you was going to give Revolt all your content for free. Mm-hmm. That's how bad he wanted it. Pause. And I say, yo, I'll even pay you. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Big Fendi. That was the middleman for that. So I said, tell Dame this before I put it on Instagram. And Fendi was like, yo, the beginning of the conversation was cool. He was like, I bet. He said, but before I hang up, he's like, nah, fuck that. Nigga ain't doing producing my shows. He can't do that. No, he can't do that. It's ego. You was ready to do it for free. And because you want me to, I can't, because I want to executive produce the shows, fuck that. I don't get it. You're going to do it for free. Now you can do it, and I can executive produce it and give you a check. Mm-hmm. It's just, it was ego. So then that's when he went on to announce he was the chairman, and I never seen a nigga force his way to try and be somewhere where niggas don't want him in my life. The shit was wild.
Damn.
Well, who we got on the chopping block today, man? We got old Dame Dash, Killer Cam, man. So shout out to the Breakfast Club for constantly putting together classic pieces of content and interviews that we all in the culture care about. But I want to say first and foremost, Dame Dash must be stopped, bro. Like this nigga Dame, bro, he gotta be top 5 annoying motherfuckers of all time. It's when it comes to moguls in hip hop, celebrities in hip hop. You know, the one thing about the ego can be a powerful thing. The male ego on top of that. So as you heard, Camron just, really spoke his truth about everything that happened between him and Dame Dash, as far as, well, not everything, but why he feels Dame Dash doesn't, has this kind of resentment for him. And it's crazy because we all seen, well, not we all, but a lot of us who were there seeing Cam and Dame. They was like, at one point, Cam and Dame was tighter than Dame and Jay. And it probably was after or during the vice president, when the diplomats had joined Rockefeller, which everybody, I remember that was first announced, it was like, yo, Rockefeller's finna be unstoppable. They got the Dipset, they got the regular Rockefeller, there was somebody else Rock had. Oh, State Property, you know what I mean? It was like, whoa, this is crazy. But, everything isn't meant to be and everything doesn't play out as you hope it should, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I feel that Dame has a whole lot of resentment for the game. Not only for the game, for people in the game, or people that he considered his boys that was in the game of the industry. You know what I'm saying? He spoke a couple weeks ago how on Cam Capone, I believe, how he knew the moment that he couldn't trust Camron was when they got pulled over with 3 bricks in the trunk, and Camron started crying, is what he said. Which to me, I'm like, bro, he wasn't. He said crying tears, like crying. I guess maybe he mean just whining or something, but to me it's like, man, look, bro, I don't believe that shit, dang. It's funny as hell. It's quite shocking that somebody would say, oh, Camron was crying, but we don't believe that shit, bro. I don't think that nigga cried. He could have. Now, 2 things could have been true. Camron could have been nervous, as well as there were bricks in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got a nigga crying, man. I like tears, probably nervous and I don't want to say whining, but like, hey man, right? But that's still not something that you do to your long-lived friends. Like, Dame, first of all, Dame, you have no motherfucking friends in the industry. Don't Drake got a song, no friends in the industry? You have no friends in the fucking industry, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to shit on your one of your day ones, like he just said he knew you since he was 10 or 11. One of your day ones, especially after Dame always say everybody turned on him. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Being bitter like that ain't gonna get you no motherfucking where, Dame. You know what I'm saying? It's a new day and age. The whole egotistical niggas not really on that no more because we don't need to out-ego the white man or whoever, the CEOs of the Interscope or whatever company. You know what I'm saying? Now we have the control with us. You know what I mean? With this technology. So you can be humble, bro. It's cool. Like, it's no reason Dame, I just feel like Dame is still being egotistical. Bro, you need to be humble, nigga. You done lost it all. Like, you trying to get it back, bro. You're not humble yet. Come on, Dame. To even have Camron having to address something like that because it was in the public is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. And I just feel like, Dame, you need to check yourself, my nigga. Check yourself and get right with yourself, with your spirit. Get your energy, get your soul right. It is crazy how, you know, how Rockefeller broke up and Jay-Z went on to be as big as he is, and Biggs sold his portion, and you know, but you gotta let that shit go, brother. That shit was 30 fucking years ago or something, 20 years ago. It's over with. Finito. Fin. Arrivederci. It's over with. And I'm glad that Camron is mature enough to be like, yo, this is my last time even speaking on this shit, bro. This is my last time Dame dashing. But you can guarantee that this will not, and I repeat, this will not be the last time that we hear Dame Dash speak of ills or speak illy toward his people. It won't be. He's going to respond to this. It's going to go up. But it's, you know, sometimes you got to reveal people for who they are to people who might don't know them. And that's what Cam did. Like, bro, this nigga's out of control. You have an attitude that don't nobody want to. People got to understand, sometimes when your attitude is fucked up, a lot of people don't want to fuck with you, bro. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Superstar, rich or not, bro. The money ain't worth the headache. Do you get that? The money is not worth the headache. And for Dame to be getting on the dude, Larry, the business partner of Cam, Larry, or well, his business partner, after Larry let his son live with him, you know what I mean, for 2 years, come on, bro. Come on. You shouldn't even mention that guy. I shouldn't even know who Larry is. And he gave you money for endorsements and all type of shit. Get yourself together, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Camron finally exposes and spills the beans on why he feel Dame look at him as a lame. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Dame, is he right? Is he wrong? Is he annoying? Is he not? Is he just driven? Cam, is he too nonchalant with this shit? Or is he just... Was Cam crying? Do y'all believe that? I don't believe Cam was fucking crying. But y'all let me know in the chat, man. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. I am gone. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. I am gone. Deuces.
Yeah, I'm smoking gas, feel like I cute. Feel like I cute. Bitch, I'm smoking gas, I feel like I cute. I feel like I cute. Bitch, I'm smoking gas, I feel like I cute. Yeah, I feel like I cute. Bitch, I'm smoking gas, I feel like I cute. Yeah, I feel like I cute. I'm sipping that red solo like I cute. Yeah, I got all these bitches on.